My name is Alexander of Macedonia, but history would later call me Alexander the Great. I was born in 356 BC in a kingdom north of Greece. From the beginning, my life was shaped by ambition and destiny. My father was King Philip II, the man who transformed Macedonia into the strongest military power in the Greek world. As a child, I was trained to fight, to lead, and to dream of greatness. But I was not raised by the sword alone. My tutor was Aristotle, one of the greatest philosophers who ever lived. He taught me politics, science, literature, and the ideals of Greek civilization. By the time I was 16, I was already commanding troops in battle. And then, at only 20 years old, everything changed. My father was assassinated, and suddenly I became king. But I acted quickly. I crushed rebellions across Greece, secured my throne, and set my eyes on the greatest challenge of my life, the Persian Empire. At that time, Persia was the most powerful empire on earth, stretching across Asia and the Middle East, but I was determined to defeat it. In 334 BC, I crossed into Asia with an army of 40,000 soldiers. What followed became one of the most extraordinary military campaigns in history. I won my first major victory at the Battle of the Granicus River. Soon after, I faced the Persian king Darius III at the Battle of Issus, and I defeated him, even though his army outnumbered mine. But my greatest triumph came in 331 BC, at the legendary Battle of Gaugamela. That battle shattered Persian resistance forever. Darius fled, and I became master of the Persian Empire. I marched into Babylon, into Persepolis, into the very heart of Persia. I claimed unimaginable wealth and power, but I did not stop there. I traveled south into Egypt, where I was welcomed not as an invader, but as a liberator. There I founded the city of Alexandria, a place that would become one of the greatest centers of learning in the ancient world. My empire stretched from Greece to Egypt, through Persia, and even toward India. It became the largest empire the world had ever seen. But my story ended suddenly. In 323 BC, in the city of Babylon, I fell ill, and I died at only 32 years old. Even today, the true cause of my death remains a mystery. My empire collapsed soon after, divided among my generals. I spread Greek culture across 3 continents. I changed the ancient world forever, and that is why, centuries later, I am still remembered as Alexander the Great.